What is up, everybody? Welcome to the Danger Room, I guess. And I'm not on my bike, as I hope you were aware of with this video. And that sound you hear in the background is my computer fans. I don't water cool my system, my beast of a system, as I call it. Even though it's a few years old, it still runs everything just fine. Um, that's not the point of this video. The point is I don't water cool it, so that's a lot of noise coming from the fans. Anyway, I actually received a message for a request to do a video on how I mount my camera to my helmet. And ask and you shall receive. So that's pretty cool. So I thought I'd do a video on that to explain it easier than just using pictures or whatnot. And here we are. This is one of my two helmets. This is oh, before I continue, I'm also going to do something at the end of this video. I guess another topic type of thing, question for the community or anybody who watches really. So, firstly, this is one of my two helmets. This is a Shoei Hornet DS. I also have a Scorpion EXO 1000. And both are set up the same way in terms of how I mount the camera to my helmet. The Scorpion is in storage right now because it's wintertime. I can easily get it, but I only need one helmet for this video anyway. So with that being said, it's in storage because I have a tinted visor on it and I ride at night a lot during the winter because the days are shorter, so I don't want to sub out the visor. And it's got a mirrored tinted visor on it, and that doesn't work at night very well. Excuse me. So what we have here is the POV HD on its star mount, and the star mount comes with Velcro. The camera comes with it. You have to buy. I had to buy an additional mounting setup kit for the camera to put a second mount on my helmet. You screw the camera into it, and then it just connects in like so, and you're good to go and ride. It's pretty secure too, pretty stable. When you're doing that though, you have to pick a side. There goes the dog. You have to pick a side of your helmet you want to put it on, or the top. I don't like the way it looks on the top, so I go with the sides. And I want the right side because the left side is going to be my intercom system type of thing, like a Scala communicator or whatever you pronounce it, Scala, doesn't matter. You get the idea, I hope. And I want to have access to that with my left hand because the left hand is not the throttle hand, and therefore I can take it off the bike whenever I want, except for certain situations, and still be in control of the bike in motion. So I chose the right side, and when you're choosing the side, you got to look at a few things. Even if you're choosing the top, you got to look at a few things. The different parts of the helmet, how they operate. If you're going to do the top, you can't do it on this one really, but you have to look at vents and whatnot. Just look at how you can place whatever Velcro thing you're going to use. I don't know what this thing is, but I didn't want to cover it just in case I needed access to it for whatever reason, so I put it back a little bit. Also, you want to look at your visor. Rather than putting it on the top or the side, you want to look at your visor. The visor operates, or I should say the visor operations, because you don't want this too far forward where it would interrupt with this. You want your visor to be able to come down fully and completely. For those of you with a visor. So that's important. And once you figure that all out, you just you do test fitting to test fit it where you want it before you actually apply the Velcro down, and then you apply the Velcro down. Now, with the VAIO POV HD, this little mark here signifies the picture being the correct side up, which is important because once you have it mounted like you want, you can then finagle this to get a straight picture, which is always good. If you're getting a camera that's meant to be mounted on something like a helmet or some type of surface, chances are it'll have with it, or you can buy as an accessory, a mounting system that'll work. I think they pretty much come with them, so you should have no worries mounting a camera that's meant to be mounted on a helmet or something that way. If you happen to be I forget the name of the person, the YouTube name, to be honest with you, and that's my bad. I think it was Rub or something. But if you're going to try and get into having a camera, I recommend getting a camera that mounts externally instead of one that goes inside the helmet. because that's just more vision blocked off by the camera, and I'm not a fan of that. Also, lastly, this is a dual sport helmet, the Shoei Hornet DS, so you can have a goggle and a strap come across this way. If you do that, it'll cut off this part. So either you can put this on first, then you can put the goggle strap over and angle it that way, or put the goggle strap on it first and then put this over it just like that. Or if you're going to be using goggles a lot and you don't mind having a goggle strap, they actually make a goggle strap for this that connects to the goggle straps. Just if you take your visor off, or not the visor, if you move your goggles at all, it's going to move the camera angle. Something to keep in mind. And that's pretty much that for the helmet setup. Didn't really go much into the camera itself. I kind of touched on that in one video. I may go touch into it again. Quick question before I move on to the next topic for anybody. Do you know if there's a way to get Velcro off the helmet without damaging the finish of the helmet? I have an idea. It's going to involve Velcro anyway for this, and I might want to remove this Velcro to do it. It's not necessary. It's just a crazy idea I had. Not really crazy, just an idea I had. So if anybody knows, let me know. So, with that being said, it's the new year. It's 2012. And regardless of whether or not you believe the world's going to end in 2012, you probably had some sort of New Year's resolution. And in general. And I'm asking the community, what are any, if you have any, what are your motorcycle resolutions for the new year? You don't have to be a motor vlogger to answer. You can just ride motorcycles and happen to stumble across this video. Answer. If you do videos, and yes, I know I said do a video response. I think video responses are fun, so it'd be cool to get some. And I'll start first, I guess, with my New Year's resolutions. I have a couple, or a few, I guess. Firstly, for the bike itself, I want to finish up my gear for it, if you will. I want to get the skid plate for it, and I want to get the luggage rack, or not the rack, but the luggage system for it. And I know what I want to get. It's just a matter of time and money to get it. So I'd like to get that, and that'd pretty much finish up the bike for what I want to add to it, aside from a taller windscreen, which isn't that crucial for me at the moment. Other things, minor things here and there, are not really essential, but those are the things I feel are essential to finish the bike. So that's one. Two, I want to, I never actually, properly or officially learned how to ride on dirt. I kind of just go with my feeling a bit, and I haven't done any real dirt riding. I want to get that under my belt and continue that and pursue that, as well as possibly, I know there's a couple of places on the island here that offer like a course to take, and it takes something like that just to really build the fundamentals, not so much properly, but correctly, as opposed to learning the wrong way by doing it myself. Not that it's the wrong way, but if I do something incorrect and nobody's there to teach me otherwise, I'm not going to know it's incorrect. So that's two. And I guess three, I want to get an easy pass for the motorcycle, just as something to do with tolls around here. I wish there was a universal one for the country, but there isn't. It's like the Sun Pass in Florida. There's the Easy Pass up here for a bunch of states. It's confusing. But anyway, I want to do longer trips. I want to actually ride out, multi-state, do some trips. I have some trips in mind. And this year, my goal is to do 2 extended weekend type of trips on the bike. It can do it. I know it can pound out the miles, and I'd love to do that and get some trips under my belt. Should be a lot of fun. So those are my New Year's resolutions for motorcycling. So what are yours? I look forward to hearing about that. Anyway, that's really it. A bit of a longer video than my usual motorcycle rants, I know. But kind of a 2-topic thing, 2 for the price of 1. Anyway, hope everybody's New Year's been going well. I hope this answered the question for the helmet mounting for the camera, and more videos to come, hopefully most of them on my bike in the future. So until next time, take it easy.